So we started about 5 years ago, and we just wanted to basically raise awareness for recycled clothes, and that was the whole thing of ethical clothing and how clothes were produced. And so we thought, it would be nice to do a fashion show.
A fashion show like no other at the Warr Pavilion in Bexhill. Gods and monsters unleashed down the catwalk as 13 designers showcase their artistic and recycled collections.
In a way, it's really boring to go into a shop and just get what is offered to you as well. It's not only the environmental impact of too many clothes that end up in a rubbish heap. It's nice to find things in charity shops, and it's fun.
One of the major charities that the show supports is the St Michael's Hospice. Diet Hartwig's pagan-inspired collection represents the hospice, and she has sourced all of her materials from that particular charity.
For me, it's important to find ideas from a charity shop, find things. That's why St. Michael's Hospice.
We do support two charities mostly, which is St. Michael's Hospice and the Terence Higgins Trust. And it's sort of evolved, really. I used to volunteer at St. Michael's, and then what we did quite a few years ago, we did a catwalk for them, and we sourced fabrics or clothing just through their charity shops.
Hand on the chest, I'm ready for the fight and fate.
The inspiration was kind of like gods and monsters. I think there's so many pagan gods and goddesses in the whole on the British Isles. They're a bit of forgotten and things like this, but they're all about kind of nature, fertility. And I thought, why don't I get some dressing, kind of wedding dresses and make them up or something like that? Yeah.
On my leaves again.
My inspiration is all things love and my love of hearts. All my millinery collections are love heart based, and I thought the love hearts would be perfect for the love goddess Aphrodite, because all men loved her. I think the whole collection took me about 3 months. All the new fabrics I do sort of source are from ethically sort of like sourced places, so yeah, it's important for the planet.
Built our church above the street, we practice love between these sheets. The candy sweetness in the view, it bathes my skin, I'm stained in you. And all I have to do is hold you, there's a racing within my heart, and I am barely touching you.
Front Row sort of presents a professional setup and background for anyone who's creative to showcase what they can do.
Make me crazy. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Possibly.
I mean, this is not a straightforward catwalk, really. There's a lot of drama, a lot of theatrics involved. I mean, a lot of the catwalk pieces are, there are visuals in the background, there's proper choreography, and yeah, it's almost like it's a real performance with some of the designers.
Never known a girl like you before. Now just like in a song from days of yore. Here you come a knocking, knocking on my door. Well, I've never met a girl like you before. Give me just a taste.
The charity shop challenge, to enter, you don't necessarily need to sew.
Open to all competition, whereby anyone who is feeling creative can make a masterpiece outfit to the budget of just £20. Designers must customise their outfits from charity shop garments and vintage and recycled materials.
We had quite a few entrants who said, I would love to do fashion, but I don't know how to do a collection. So making one piece out of other bits of clothing is sort of a first step into something. And it's something that can be accomplished as well.
The following designers have been highly commended by the judges: Daisy Tweed, Cara Geddon, Jemima Dunn and Alice Fletcher Quinnell. There are 6 awards on offer at the Charity Shop Challenge, and they go to Skylar Scott Russell, who wins the award for Best Young Talent, Gemma Buxton, who wins the award for Best Drama, Belle Deering, who walks away with the award of Best Use of Materials, Rebecca Fullerton McIntyre, who wins the award for Best Technical Accomplishment, and Peter Quinnell, who not only wins the award for Creative Excellence, but also walks away with Best Overall Outfit.
Basically, the original inspiration comes from feathers. I've always wanted to use feathers as the main part of my collection. So when she said gods and monsters and we could use like heavens and the earth and things like that, my first thought was, I want to do angels. First started, I come in to do modelling because my auntie was a designer for it and I really enjoyed it, so I entered the Charity Shop Challenge and I got an award at the end of that, so she asked me to do a collection, so since then I've done 3 collections and it's just got bigger and bigger every year. It's been amazing.
And I laid me down to die, going up to the spirit in the sky.
I think it's more about that there's no need to not use recycled materials. I mean, you can do so much with what's already out there. It's so much easier just to go look around all the charity shops and see what they got, and it's easier than just doing it all from scratch. So it did start with the feathers. So I thought I like to do like opposites, so doing angels and demons in my reflections, so they got that contrast there.
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire. I'll take you to burn. Fire. I'll take you to learn. I'll see you burn.
The other major charity that the show supports is the Terence Higgins Trust. Connor Redding represents the charity with his highly wild and energetic Demigods collection.
So my inspiration was to have them as Greek gods. It went from there, sort of the creative process, turned them into modernised Greek gods, which turned into punk Greek gods, and now it's a vague interpretation of what they are. But it's all about how the gods are sort of nasty to each other. They abuse their powers, so they're just going to play around and have a lot of banter and attitude on stage.
It's a great statement that fashion can support charity, and in this way a lot of different people from different backgrounds, maybe they're not all into the same kind of things, or maybe they're not in the same kind of charities, but they'll come together for a particular charity and they'll put their all into it, and that's the amazing thing about it all.
We show to a lot of people here. It gets a lot of awareness out. Everyone's around wearing red ribbons. It's just general awareness, and it raises a lot of money.
At the minute is because things are quite hard with all the government cuts as well, especially Sport Office had half their funding cut as well, so they actually do need the money, even though the work we're doing is going to save the government millions in the end, giving people medication, so we're just sort of focusing on that, for people to get tested as well.
I mean, at the moment, I think that we're never going to do another front row again. Every February or March, we think, yeah, we have to do another one. At the moment, I'm just so tired that I can't think of an next.